All right, good Friday morning. It's a rainy one out there. We definitely need this rain.
I just had the mountain cam up, and it is foggy, like overlooking Charlottesville. You can't see anything. It's just dense fog.
Oh yeah, no sunshine today.
No, not at all. All right, so in California, there was the Eaton fire, and a lot of
Yes.
people displaced or whatnot. So it turns out a wild bear in California rode out the fire in a crawl space of this home. Take a look. It's okay, so it might be, his neighborhood, but it's of course not where he's supposed to be. But
Yeah.
evidently, what happened was the people that lived there, they weren't there, and the utility company went to put the power back on, and they found this bear staring at their face under the house in the crawl space. And it took some time to figure out how to get him out of there. He's a big bear.
Yeah.
So they eventually did, as you can see, and relocated the bear. But we've had stories before where bears were living under people's homes. They would get in under the house and live there and hibernate even.
Well, this is a positive ending because at least the bear got away from the fire.
Yeah.
So the bear's safe.
Right.
Probably a scare for the power company looking up and seeing a bear looking at them.
Can you imagine, like, you're under there in the crawl space, and all of a sudden this huge bear head is in your looking at you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bear is probably just as confused as the people were.
Yeah, like, what are you doing here?
So, yeah, luckily they were able to trap this bear and get it back to a safe area.
Yeah.
It's probably too afraid to come back out. Probably didn't know the fires were over.
That's probably right.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
So, good story.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. Let's take a look at our local headlines on this Friday morning. The UVA community will have to wait 9 more months to learn the fate of Christopher Darnell Jones Jr., the former student who admitted to killing 3 football players and wounding 2 others, was set for sentencing next week, but that hearing has now been pushed to November, expanded from 4 to 5 days. Jones pleaded guilty in November to 3 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of aggravated malicious wounding, and 5 firearms charges. He faces 20 years in prison to life for each of the murder and malicious wounding charges. The delay also pushes back the university's promised external review of the shooting, and that that sentencing will now take place November 17th through the 21st. The shopping cart killer has been found guilty on all counts. A jury convicted Anthony Robinson of first-degree murder in the deaths of Tonita Smith and of Charlottesville and Beth Redmond of Harrisonburg. Their bodies were found in shopping carts behind a Harrisonburg motel in 2021. The verdict came after the defense rested without calling any witnesses yesterday. Robinson was found guilty of 2 counts of each of first-degree murder, aggravated murder, and concealing a body. He will be sentenced September 17th in Rockingham Circuit Court. State Senator Cray Deeds is pushing for protections for Medicaid amidst fears of federal cuts. The Democrat says more than 600,000 Virginians would be at risk of losing their health care if budget cuts were to go through. He is advocating for Virginians to make their voices heard on the congressional level. Meanwhile, on the state level, Deeds has co-introduced budget amendments aimed at protecting Medicaid in case of federal budget cuts. And Charlottesville schools could see some big changes as the superintendent proposes a new rezoning plan. Dr. Royal Gurley says it would ease overcrowding and improve socioeconomic diversity across schools. The first changes wouldn't happen until 2027, with others starting in 2029. Parents can weigh in next month in a public hearing and Q&A session. A final vote is tentatively scheduled for March 27th. All right, we are off to a wet start to the day.
Yeah, I always say think of it as liquid sunshine. We need the rain, and we're going to have it throughout much of the day. Could see up to an inch of rain locally. Some areas may pick up a little bit more. We'll get a little bit of a break later this morning into the afternoon, and another band of rain will develop later in the afternoon into tonight. But pretty much an all-day event, periods of rain. We'll get up to 56. Southwesterly winds will increase as well. And then for tomorrow, right on schedule for the weekend, looks like a nice one, clearing and breezy 54. Now, it's going to be a little colder on Groundhog Day Sunday. Upper 30s for the valley, low 40s for Central Virginia with mostly cloudy sky. And then another quick warm-up, Monday, 65, 58 on Tuesday. Some late showers will be possible Wednesday. We'll get up into the low 50s. And then early showers with clearing sky Thursday. Highs around 67. So overall, for the most part, at or above normal temperatures will continue at least over the next 7 to 10 days.
So let's get through this rain today, and then tomorrow we'll enjoy the sunshine and the warmer temperatures.
Picture perfect.
It looks like nothing too cold in the near future, at least.
No.
So let's enjoy it. All right, thank you, David. And let's take a look at the traffic on this Friday morning. This is I-64 on Afton Mountain. Again, take your time this morning. You can expect to run into some rain both on the way to work and possibly on the way back this afternoon and evening. We'll see you again on 29 News at noon. And of course, we're always live on the 29 News app. Have a great day out there. Everybody stay dry.